Hey, David. Congratulations. First of all, just what was it like to achieve the dream and make your major league debut?
This is one of the greatest days of my life. This is something I wanted to do since I was a little kid, and to go out there and make my first major league start, and we got the win. And I couldn't ask for much more. Being in a historical place like Fenway, and having the history with the Red Sox drafting me out of high school, it all came together. One of the best days of my life, and I'll never forget this.
Now, obviously, it's a little different than most people making their major league debuts with no fans in the stands, anything like that. Did it feel different than you thought it would, or once you were out there, even with nobody in the stands, did it feel pretty much like you imagined it would?
I knew it'd be different than a regular game with fans and all that, but it wasn't really part of my focus. I wanted to go in there and prepare the way I prepare for every start, and go out there and give the team as many innings as I could, and give that quality start. So that was my main focus. And once I get out there, I can't really hear much around me anyways. So, yeah.
Louis talks so much about your poise and how impressive it is to him. On a night like tonight, when it's your first major league start, is it any more difficult to stay locked in that way and not kind of let your mind go, or were you able to be as poised as you normally are mentally?
Yeah, it's definitely something. There's a lot of thoughts going on in your head, and there's a lot that goes with this day of making my debut and all that. But at the end of the day, once the game starts, I have a job to do, and that's to go out and pitch and try not to let them get anything, and get as deep as I can at the ball game. So once the game started and I started warming up and everything, it was just me playing baseball.
Hey, David, you mentioned getting drafted by the Red Sox. Did you seriously consider signing out of high school, or were you pretty much going to college all the way?
I had heard them out, but I couldn't have passed up an opportunity to go play 3 years for Coach Horton at the University of Oregon. And all the experience and the lessons that I learned in college, I would not be where I am today without those. And I gave it some thought, but at the end of the day, I knew what I was going to do.
And also, when you loaded the bases, that JD Martinez at bat in particular, you go 2-0 on him. What was your mindset right there? How do you get back in that at bat and then striking him out on the slider?
Yeah, it's obviously bases loaded, and I needed to get a strikeout there. That's exactly what I needed to do, and I wasn't going to give him anything easy to hit. He's a really good hitter, and didn't want him to hurt us. But at the same time, I got to go after him and try and get him out. And glad to have him swing through that pitch and get the strikeout.
Thank you.
Hey, David, congratulations. What were those lessons that you learned in college that you feel like really apply still now?
I think I had 3 more years of growing up, playing in a team environment like that, and having older guys, and it's a lot bigger difference having those older guys to look up to, and lessons to learn in the Pac-12, where it's a lot of good pitching and a lot of good baseball. And the maturity factor of that, spending those 3 years in college instead of in the minor leagues, I think is a huge benefit. And like I said, I wouldn't be where I was today without those 3 years.
Thank you.
Hey, David, I actually wanted to ask you about the Martinez at bat in the first inning when you get the swing and miss on the fastball, the slider non-call, I guess, and then finish him off with the changeup. When you can go with those 3 pitches back to back to back, what does that tell you about how your stuff is working that night?
Yeah, I had a really good feel for my stuff in the bullpen before the game. I felt really good in the bullpen, and I felt confident in my stuff, and I felt like I went out there and I had 4 weapons to go against the Red Sox with. And it was just all about keeping them on their toes and not letting them get comfortable in the box.
Thank you.
Hey, David, I'm similarly curious about the first at-bat of the game. Your second pitch hit pretty good and then turns into an out. I'm just wondering what's running through your mind over the course of those 5 seconds or so.
Yeah, not the way I would have dreamt up my first big league out, I'll tell you that. I mean, he put a good swing on it and hit it off the wall, and JD did a tremendous job out there. The defense was awesome all night. Couldn't have done it without those guys behind me, and then obviously the run support was huge. But yeah, it was something that I was able to laugh at and able to take a deep breath after and kind of settle in.
And what souvenirs did you come away with tonight in terms of baseballs or anything else?
I have the first pitch, the first strikeout ball. I have the ball that Louis took from me when he took me out,
Okay.
and then Buffalo game of the last out of the game.
So a solid 4.
Yeah, I got 4 to take home with me.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, and I got a good bath. So
Hey, David, congratulations. You talked about the JD play a little bit. I imagine you're trying to settle yourself down out there on the mound right away, but how big was that? And also Conforto's grab in the next inning on the foul ball.
yeah, like I said before, the defense was awesome all night, and they were a huge help. It's comforting as a starting pitcher to know that when the ball gets hit, you can turn around and you know you got guys there making good plays behind you and getting those outs. So yeah, the JD play right off the bat was huge. Really well played off the wall by him and a great throw in, and Robbie putting the tag down. And then Conforto, obviously, hell of a catch over the fence, and didn't know at first if he still had it or not, but when he came up with it, it was pretty exciting.
And also the Peraza double play in the 5th inning. How big was that for you? How much did that pump you up?
No, it's huge. I mean, that's what we needed to get out of that. We'd gotten some guys on, and it's exactly what we needed to get out of that jam.
Thank you.
Hey, I had 2 more quick ones. One, what it looked like you had maybe a little bit of a longer conversation when Louis came out to get you in the 6th. What did he say?
He just congratulated me and told me I did a good job, and yeah, that's about it.
And also, I was curious, sticking with number 77, if that has any significance, or if you thought about maybe asking for a lower number or anything like that.
It has no significance except for the fact that that's the number I made my debut in. I haven't really given that much thought, but yeah, it was given to me my first big league spring training, and that's been my number ever since with the big league club. So,
Do you like it?
I mean, we'll see if it sticks, but
Fair enough. Thank you.